Let's go ahead and call this meeting to order at what's our time here? 3:02. Can we have the roll call, please?
Roger Dickinson. Karina Talamontes.
Here.
Phil Pluckybaum. Katie Maple. Maya Vang. Phil Cerna. Patrick Kennedy.
Here.
Rich Desmond. Rosario Rodriguez. Pat Hume. Mary Jane Lopez Taff.
Here.
Rod Brewer.
Here.
Kevin Spees. Kevin Spees. See him there? Tim Reed.
Here.
Linda Budge. Roger Dickinson.
Here.
Noel Mora.
Here.
Nick Pelosi.
Here.
Kevin Spees.
Guess I'll sit over.
Present, but
All right, and we have quorum.
yes, we have quorum.
Perfect. Next item, please.
I'll read the statement. This meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority is broadcast live and recorded with closed captioning. It is cablecast on Metro Cable Channel 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast and DirecTV UVerse cable systems. It is also live streamed at metro14live.saccounty.gov. Today's meeting will replay Saturday, August 29th at 4 p.m. on Metro Cable Channel 14. Once posted, the recording of this meeting can be viewed on demand at youtube.com/metrocable14. This meeting will also be recorded via Zoom. A DVD copy will be available upon request no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. The full agenda, including reports, is available on the library website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should complete a speaker identification form located at the back table and give it to the clerk. Members attending via Zoom should raise their hand in the Zoom program. Please speak clearly when addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard.
All right, perfect. If we can all rise and pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Do we have any public comment on matters not currently on the agenda?
None on Zoom, no.
Okay, none at this time. Let's go ahead with item 3, presentations.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Let me start by introducing myself because I'm a member of the library board and you wouldn't know that. It's great to be here, and the reason that I'm never here is because I'm no fool. I know when you have somebody who can do the job better, you send that person in. And I've had the pleasure of having Bina Lefkowitz for the last several years serve as my alternate, and has just done so much more than I ever could think of. I've never had an alternate or even an appointee to a commission in which I actually had to tell her to stop calling me. Nobody takes it more seriously because it is serious, and we know that. We all share a love of libraries, but Bina's passion for children, her tenure on the SCOE board, but even before that as an advocate for children, is really unparalleled in Sacramento. And we're going to miss her dearly on the SCOE board. We're all going to miss her on this board. and I have to carve out a little time every month now. Thank you very much for that. My scheduler appreciates you leaving. But really, Bina, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not going to read these whereases because I just want to say that the work that you've done, the commitment that you've shown, the way that you take everything that you do with 100% gusto, and particularly when it comes to youth, is something that has made our community better. It's certainly made our county better, and it has made our libraries better. So thank you so much. Appreciate your time and your friendship. Thank you.
Thank you. First, thank you, Supervisor Kennedy, for the honor of having appointed me to this board. It was just been an incredible experience. I've learned so much about the library and all the great things that they do. As you can see, I'm a big advocate. I have been really impressed by the staff, and I'm totally in awe of the friends of the library and all the volunteers that really bring that addition to the library. And obviously this board, it's been great serving with you guys. Thank you. I felt bad that I wasn't able to say goodbye in June when we didn't have our meeting, so I'm happy to be here to thank you for serving with me and for old friends, new friends. It's been great. And of course, before I leave the stage, I do have to ask that you guys please continue your work with our K-12s. And, you know, we have a terrible literacy crisis. Only 45% of our kids are reading at grade level. There's more money and resources for our schools, but we know that kids need access to books to learn to read. And that's what you all do, one of the many things you do. So please keep that high on your priority, and I would be so happy about that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Bina.
You see, she can't help herself.
I'm an advocate for
It's such a great cause, though. Well, I know I will miss your presence here on the board. It was very, very fun getting to know you these last few years, and I know your presence and your advocacy will be missed. We have other directors who'd also like to speak. Let's have Roger Dickinson.
Oh, thank you. I'm not quite sure who the guy is who introduced you, but hopefully we'll get to know each other in the weeks and months ahead. But you know, Bina, I just wanted to take a quick moment to say thank you so much, not just for your service on this board, but for all you have done throughout your career to advocate for children and families, to work to ensure that all our kids in Sacramento had the chance to pursue their hopes and their dreams. Your public service, but not just in the capacity of public service, but also in your capacity as someone who has devoted herself professionally to helping children and families. And so you have been a great asset to this board. As I have come back to it, it's been terrific to have you serving here as well, and having become such a effective advocate for our public libraries as well. So we often say someone will be missed. In this case, there's verifiable truth to that statement. And so I know you won't quit being an advocate for kids and families, and now for our public libraries, and that's a great legacy to have. Thanks so much.
Director Talamantes.
Thank you so much. So, former trustee Bina Lefkowitz and I had the great honor of serving together on the Sacramento County Board of Education before I came here to City Council. And there, she always asked the tough questions. She always read every single staff report, dotted her I's, crossed her T's, and made sure she came in prepared. And so when I saw you come to the library board, I'm like, oh, here we go. I get Bina again, which I got really excited because you just bring so much knowledge, wisdom, and experience to your role and the advocacy that you do, not just for the families and the kids of Sacramento, the city of Sacramento, but the entire Sacramento County region. And I just want to thank you for your years of service, of leading with love, with compassion, and just with integrity and like just asking the tough questions when they need to be asked. And that's something that's always stood out to me about you, which is why I care about you so much. But I know that retirement is not actually retirement. I know everybody that retires comes back and does actually more work. So I'm not going to be surprised when you come here for public comment at the library board, at city council, and we will always welcome you to these chambers.
Thank you, that's sweet.
Director Brewer.
Yes, no, I want to thank you because you lead with heart. And on top of that, the issues that you have brought to my attention during my chairman year was really important because it stretched the boundaries of imagination of what we could do as board members on the library, for the library. And on top of that, it's the lens that you look through is totally done through an equity lens that benefits the entire Sacramento region. And I can't thank you enough. And I hope that in your retirement that you are still active, still calling, still emailing or texting, because I have your information. You can't be far away. I really appreciate it because you're really looking at what we can do for the betterment of kids K through 12. Because if we do that, then we can definitely put them on a track towards success and away from the detriments of society that we are working so hard to move everyone towards. It's like it's literacy, it's equity, it's being better people. And working with you these years on the library board has been a true treat because you brought that same intensity and passion to the library board as you did on the County Board of Education. I can't thank you enough for that.
Thank you. And Director Mora.
Thank you. I agree with everything that's been said so far. And former board member Lefkowitz, I'll be very brief and to say thank you. And also that in my time in youth development, you were someone that I looked up to from afar. And it's a pretty connected ecosystem. And as a school board trustee, I know I can say the same thing, but also say that I feel like I've learned a lot from you. Your inquisitiveness has already been stated, and I think it's a good reputation to have when you walk into a room and everyone knows that there will be really a very high level of focus and attention placed on everything that's the matter at hand. So I know myself, and for the time that I have left, and everyone here will feel that in a very good way whenever we see you again. And I hope to continue learning from you, even though I wish you well in your next stage in your journey. Thank you.
And anybody who knows Bina knows that that was the most painful 10 minutes of her life.
Thank you.
Let's get a photo.
Thank you again, Bina.
Thank you.
All right.
Madam Chair, we do have a proclamation from the library board if you'd like me to read that.
Yes, Peter,
Okay.
please.
So Bina, you're not quite done. We have one more proclamation to read for you, but you can sit down if you'd like. You don't have to stay standing if you don't want.
No, never stand.
Okay, you have to stand, evidently. Okay.
Gotta stand, yeah.
Okay.
We'll be doing public comment in the future anyway.
Gotta stand.
Whereas Bina Lefkowitz is concluding her service to the Sacramento Public Library Authority, having served as an alternate authority board member for Supervisor Patrick Kennedy since May 2023. And whereas during her service, Bina Lefkowitz was a trustee of the Sacramento County Board of Education and promoted and strengthened ties between the library and the Sacramento County Office of Education. And whereas Bina Lefkowitz has been a committed advocate to ensure equal access to disadvantaged and underserved youth. And whereas Bina Lefkowitz has shown dedication to ensuring library services are available to all and advocated on behalf of the diverse communities the library serves. And whereas during her faithful service on the Sacramento Public Library Authority Board, Bina Lefkowitz has been a strong voice in supporting the Sacramento Public Library, including early childhood literacy and access to early childhood literacy and access and the freedom to read. And now therefore be it resolved that the Sacramento Public Library Authority does hereby recognize Bina Lefkowitz for her service on the Authority Board and commends her for the outstanding service provided to the Authority, and hereby wishes her success in her continued efforts on behalf of the residents of Sacramento County and in her future endeavors.
We do wish you all the best, Bina, and we look forward to seeing you in here during public comment. All right, let's go to item 3.2, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Devon Graves. I am the Vice President of the Friends of the Sacramento Public Library, the official community partner of the Sacramento Public Library. Definitely a tough act to follow, but want to express the Friends' thanks for Bina's service. She's been one of the board members that has taken us up on that offer to attend a meeting, to engage, and she's gone further than that, taking phone calls when she probably shouldn't have had to, and engaging in ways to show her support to the Friends and the role that we play in partnership with the library. So definitely want to take a moment to say thank her for her service, and thank you all for the recognition that she definitely deserves. This summer, we have remained active with supporting the library. Our book den has been open and continuing to accept donations. Our friend groups across the region are continuing to advocate and take donations and support libraries through all the changes that are happening throughout the region. So just want to thank our affiliate groups who have just been showing up constantly, day in and day out, on behalf of the library. I do want to share that we have our September meeting coming up on the 8th. It'll be on Zoom at 7 p.m. At that meeting, we will be discussing a request for funding that the library has sent to the Friends Group, which we are very excited about the opportunity to engage in this productive conversation. The funding opportunity is to support some of the maker spaces within the library, which I think some board members will be happy with. And so I look forward to reporting back at the September meeting, hopefully a positive outcome to that conversation. Lastly, just want to, again, thank you all for the opportunity to report on behalf of the Friends, and if there's ever anything you need, just give us a holler. So thank you for the opportunity to report on behalf of the Friends.
Thank you so much, Devon. Do we have any questions from my fellow directors? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
Madam Chair, this is Director Spies.
Yes.
I am present. I had my speaker muted for roll call, so
Okay.
I am.
We knew you were there. We waited for you. Welcome. Thank you. All right, and we'll proceed to item 4.1, Executive Team Report. Peter.
Thank you, Vice Chair. To start our executive team report, I'm happy to announce that the Martin Luther King Jr. Library has reopened. We had approximately 500 people attend the celebration, and we're really honored to have members of the Authority Board, Councilmember Vang and Supervisor Kennedy attend, as well as the Mayor of Sacramento attended, and we had representatives from Assemblymember Nguyen, Senator Ashby, and Congresswoman Matsui attended as well. And we have a little video to show you. We were supposed to have David Attenborough narrate it, but we couldn't find him, so you'll have to muddle through my narration. So, we're excited to welcome you to the Martin Luther King Jr. Library. It's recently undergone an 18-month renovation to modernize the facilities, and we're excited to welcome the public back. This renovation was focused mostly on the inside of the library. One of the things we think people notice right away is the ceiling. We worked really hard to restore this building to its original grandeur by removing the drop ceiling, lifting the sight lines, and brightening the space. This is the first renovation this building has had since it opened 40 years ago. We took this opportunity to modernize it with new furniture, fixtures, carpeting, and technology. We're really excited to welcome the teens to our brand new teen space. They can use this space to do homework, to study, or to even play games. Another one of the additions to this library are 3 study rooms. One of the things customers will find when they come to the library is a collection of nearly 12,000 new titles and books. We have books in English, but also other community languages, including Spanish, Chinese, and Hmong. We've expanded the footprint of what is now a makerspace. We have 2 3D printers, a Cricut, butt maker, a sound equipment booth, and so much more. One of the prominent features of this renovation is an expanded community room, which is available for use by members of the public and community groups. We're excited to welcome children back to the library. They'll find a renovated and refreshed area with lots of new books and furniture, including toys and other things to stimulate their imagination. We are really appreciative of the opportunity that we have to expand this library.
Nice job, Peter. We don't want to lose you to your new voiceover job.
I've been told I have a face for radio, so we'll work on that. I also want to acknowledge the great work that the City of Sacramento did on this project. It was recently awarded an award from the Sacramento chapter of the American Public Works Association. So we're grateful for the partnership with the city on that project. Another project we partnered with them on as well, their EV Blueprint, where they installed EV chargers in a number of locations, including 5 libraries, also won an award from that group. So we're grateful for the collaboration and the cooperation we've had with the city in making this project come to fruition. It's been a long 18 months to get here, but we're really grateful to have it open, and it looks beautiful. I'm very proud of the work that the staff have done to make this happen. Last night, we sent out our newsletter for the month, so there were a couple items in there I'd like to highlight. The Carmichael Library closed yesterday for an extended period for some renovation. This was a scheduled renovation with some Forward Together infrastructure grants. It's one of the last projects we have in that tranche of things, and it will thank you, Jared. It will improve the ADA enhancements and accessibility and replace the outdated HVAC system. And so really excited to have this brought up to code and be more modernized for the users. It's one of our heavily used branches. So understand that the closure is going to be a difficult thing for members of the community. We appreciate their patience and encouraging them to attend other locations in the area. But we've also worked to do some community outreach, and we'll be having story time at some of the parks in the area as well. So encourage members who are interested to look at our website to look for those items. And if you have time on Monday, in Council District 8 in the Valley High North Laguna Library, will be unveiling a fabric tapestry mural that the council member Vang's office is working with a local artist who has worked with the library and do some workshops and some community project to build this tapestry. It'll be on display outside the library. You'll be able to see it from the street. It's very striking, and that event will happen Monday morning. And so if you'd like to attend that, we encourage you to do that as well. We finished summer with summer reading with some really great numbers. We had nearly 9,000 people earn medals and nearly 23,470 people signed up. So that's a lot of participation. We're really grateful to the social media and people posting their pictures of their bags and their medals. It's always great to see that. And our summer lunches as well. It was our 13th year doing summer lunches, and we served over 10,800 young people who otherwise may not have had lunch or a meal that day. So really excited for that. Looking ahead for a couple things, the library will be closed for part of the day, September 10th, for our rescheduled Library Worker Appreciation Day. And then on Saturday, September 12th, we'll celebrate the 25th anniversary of the North Highlands Library. And then in September as well, we'll have a career online high school graduation ceremony. If any members of the board would like to attend that, let us know and we can send you the information for that. And I will also say we have announced 2 major authors that are coming to the library. R.L. Stein is coming in October. We had planned to announce it slowly, and within an hour of us even teasing it, it was all 900 seats were filled. So it was a lot of great response from the community. So really grateful for that. That would be held offsite at the Crest Theater near the library. And then on November 10th, if you're a Top Chef fan, which I am, Melissa King, who is a San Francisco chef, will be here at the library to promote her memoir, We're the Last Stop on a Tour. And she has a new memoir coming out. So we're excited to have the community come for these events. I'm happy to answer any questions the board might have, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, do we have any questions? Director Brewer.
Thank you, Chair. No, I want to thank you for the work done with the summer reading program. 4.6 million minutes read. That's quite a feat, especially when you have that many participants engaged and active, and also with the school lunch program. Can't thank you enough. That's one of the benefits that I see in Elk Grove every summer. Because given that I live like 5-6 minutes away, when I drive by, you see the poster board up, and knowing that it's meeting a need for youth up to the age of 18 is huge. So I want to thank you for that as well. But yes, and definitely congratulations on the MLK library reopening. I wanted to be there, but I couldn't. I had other obligations. But that's a huge win for South Sacramento, because that one, Colonial Heights, I've been living in Sacramento for nearly 40 years and 30 years in Elk Grove, but just to see the investment into the community has been immense. So I want to thank you for that. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good things coming. I had some people that were interested in wanting to attend R.L. Stein, and I was like, oh, let me see what I could do. Because knowing how fast that everything sold out, it was like I knew that would be a Herculean task. But no, exciting things coming for the Sacramento Library, and having all of these activities happening all at once is a great thing. Thank you so much.
Director Dickinson.
Thanks. I didn't catch whether you mentioned a date for the North Highlands Antelope Library celebration.
That is Saturday, September 12th at, I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. All right, September 12th at 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is of particular interest since I had a little bit to do with that library.
Okay, we'll make sure we submit information on that, sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Certainly, happy to do that.
Any other comments or questions? All right, are you complete, Peter?
I'm sorry, it's at 1 o'clock that afternoon. I made a mistake. Thank you, Selva, for correcting me.
Instead of 10.
Yeah, we'll have the clerk send you all the invitation with all the proper information.
That would be great.
Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you.
All right, was there anything else, Peter? Okay, let's go to our informational items, 5.1 and 5.2. Will we be receiving, we have the information, will we simply be receiving our information and filing? Or will we have a report?
Excuse me?
Are we receiving
Yes,
information,
so
or is there a report attached?
No report.
Okay, wonderful. That brings us to item 6, consent calendar. What is the pleasure of our group?
If there are no objections, I'd like to move the consent calendar.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
And I have a second. Before I take that, was there anything that we had a question to pull? Any further information needed? All right.
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
Director Dickinson?
Yeah. On item 6.2, I don't need to pull it. You told us who the bidders were, Sharon. You told us what the scoring breakdown matrix was, but you didn't give us the scoring. So in the future, if you could add the scoring of the reviewers, that would be very helpful.
Okay.
Okay.
We can make that modification.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
And I absolutely appreciate that there was an RFP. So we do have a motion and a second. Can we take a roll call vote, please?
Roger Dickinson,
Aye.
Karina Talamontes. Aye. Bill Pluckybaum, Katie Maple, Mai Vang, Phil Cerna, Patrick Kennedy,
Aye.
Rich Desmond, Rosario Rodriguez, Pat Hume, Mary Jane Lopez Taft,
Aye.
Rob Brewer,
Aye.
Kevin Spees,
Aye.
Tim Reed,
Aye.
Linda Budge, Tanya Kravchuk,
Aye.
Noel Mora,
Aye.
Nick Blois,
Aye.
and motion passes with 10 members voting.
All right, thank you so much. We are at item 7. Looks like there's no action to report back on. Item 8, reports, ideas, and questions from board members. Do we have any questions, ideas, requests for future items? All right, I'm looking left and right.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
this is Member Spees.
Yes.
I hope I don't step on anything that you are planning to do in closing, but I would like to ask that when we close today, we close in memory of Dolly Parton and all of the work that she did to advance literacy in the United States. She is truly unequaled.
I agree with that, and I see a bunch of nods on the dais here, and so we will do that upon closing. Thank you so much. All right, seeing that we do not have any additional items, checking with the clerk, it looks like we are in closing. Yeah, you know, I became familiar with Dolly Parton's work in literacy a few years ago when my grandson was born, and she has a program that gives first books. And I just thought that is an amazing endeavor. But not only that I had discovered that, but she had been doing that for many, many years. And so how appropriate at this time to honor Dolly Parton with a moment of silence as we close.
Thank you, Kevin. You're absolutely right. The Sacramento library system has benefited from our Imagination Library.
Thank you, Director Budge. And with that, we are adjourned.